Hey, Amanda here, bringing you into our life at Hotel Moro. Today I want to show you inside our event room and what we've been working on. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. It's totally free to do so and you can change your mind at any time. Also, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time our videos are posted, which should be every Tuesday. So we are taking what was once like a dining hall and turning it into an event room for our hotel and coffee shop. After exploring around in the building, upstairs on the third floor, the previous owners had taken and exposed some of the brick on the outside wall. So in our event room, we decided we wanted to do the same thing. So over here on this wall, I started by doing a small test patch. I had chipped away with the hammer a little bit, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. It comes off pretty easily without damaging the brick. So then when I came back to actually start on the wall, I was like, I'll just keep using a hammer. And then it started getting harder and it wasn't coming off as easily. So then I was like, okay, well, I'll go get a little breaker bar to use with my hammer to break some of this off. And I did that for a while. I worked on this for hours. It was taking a really long time. And after like one day working on it for a few hours, my arms hurt really, really bad. Like deep in the bone from so much like using the hammer and just like the jarring of that. So I have figured we had to find another option. So Travis's dad brought up the Pneumatic Chisel, and so we were using that with the air compressor, and that was going pretty well, but the Chisel Bit was only like 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch long. So it was just pretty small. It was taking about the same amount of time. It was a little bit easier on Travis's body though than using a hammer and a chisel, or a hammer and a breaker bar. So once we got that far, we're like, okay, we gotta like do something different. I was like, well, let me look and see if they make a bigger chisel bit for this. So I looked online, they did make them, so we went to Home Depot to pick one up, and they don't carry them. So we took a trip to the Dalles, didn't get anything, came home. So then I ended up just ordering one on Amazon, which I could have done in the first place, but I was like, oh, I'll just shop here, you know, and get it faster. Ended up having to order it on Amazon while I was in Home Depot anyways. So a couple days later, we got a much bigger chisel bit for our pneumatic tool, and that's what Travis ended up using to do the whole wall, and it went much faster. Still not fast, time consuming, not a lot of fun, very dusty, but it did get done faster. So today, Travis came back through, he cleaned up all the debris for me so I don't have to, and then we have to decide what the plan is with the rest of the room. I think we're gonna come back through maybe with something and clean the brick a little bit more. It is still pretty dirty, but all the plaster is cleaned off of it now. So one of the next things we need to do is come in and take down the ceiling so it matches the lobby, and then we'll get to start working on the floors. So getting closer. We have this wall over here that we will probably have to take all of the mismatch of stuff down. We got paneling and drywall and plaster. Probably have to strip it down and redo it. Another thing that we need to do down the road is replace this door right here. It is definitely not original. It's not great, and hopefully we can do something that kind of ties in with these doors that go into our coffee shop. Well, that's it for today. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter, the link is in the description below. Sneak peek, family life, behind the scenes info, and so much more. If you have any ideas for what we could do with this space, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week.